So good morning, students. Happy good morning, and I hope you with your parents will be happy and safe in at your home. Now, in the previous class, we have discussed about how we will get the multiple images when the two mirrors are joined together at a different angle, and what are the formula to find out the number of the images when these different mirrors are kept at a particular angle. There is a formula that is called the number of images, that is you can see here, number of images. Number of the images we get from the this formula, 360 degree divided by angle minus 1, and this is the angle between the two mirrors. When these are when the mirrors are kept at right angle, that means the angle is equal to 90 degree. Then divide this formula, 360 divided by 90 minus 1, you will get the 4 minus 3 is equal to 4 minus 1 is equal to 3. That means if the two mirrors are kept together at 90-degree angle, there will three images will be formed in this particular angle. Now these things we have talk in the previous classes. Now today I am going to discuss about the a new concept that is called the kaleidoscope. And here as you can see here, there is a kaleidoscope. In this kaleidoscope, what is the utility of this kaleidoscope is basically yes. uh, in kaleidoscope you can see here the idea of the, if we want to make a number of images formed by a mirror placed at an angle to one another is used to in a kaleidoscope to make numerous beautiful pattern. As with this formula you can find out the number of the images. Now here by this concept, the number of images can also be found by this by the use of the kaleidoscope, and number of the numerous beautiful pattern we will get from this kaleidoscope. Here how to make the kaleidoscope. To make it, get three rectangular mirror strips. These in this pattern you can see there is a one mirrors, there is another mirrors, and here there is another mirrors, and a rectangular mirror strip about 50 meter centimeter long and 4 centimeter wide. It is the range by which you can get the actual kaleidoscope. and there is a 15 centimeter long and 4 centimeter wide each strip, each rectangular strip there. That is the three rectangular mirrors, and join them together to form a prism. And with that, this kind of the texture we will find, and fix them a circular cardboard. Now after that, there is a circular cardboard. This is the circular cardboard. Fix that rectangular mirror in a circular cardboard tube on thick chart paper, and or a tube of a thick chart paper. You can also take a thick chart paper and wrap it. Both the things can be done here. With that, you will get the, and what you will do, uncover the upper layer with a small hole. You will find out whenever you see inside this mirror, inside this kaleidoscope, you will get the beautiful pattern of the different images. So it is all about the kaleidoscope. By this, you can make your own kaleidoscope at your home. Now, the most important topic which I am going to discuss here is all about human eye. It is a very, very essential as well as very, very important topic for the physics purpose as well as for the biology purpose. Here, this important topics you will have in different classes also. In class 10th, in class 12th, biology also you will get this topic. Mm, uh, Now here, when we are talking about the human eye, human how we are just all these things I will explain um, in a different way, but just you want I would like to share that how you will go through this eye structure. There are the different ways to understand this, but the major things which I will to make you sure that you will be after the my class, you will be able to online class, you will be able to understand how to make the structure of this. But here, whatever the structures are shown in front of you, you will have to understand these structures. And after the understanding of these structure, we have to also understand there are the different parts of the eye, and what is the different function of these parts. Though all these functions are not in your syllabus part, but there is a little bit you have to understand different function of the different parts of the eye, so that you can make more understanding about your eye structure. Now here, there is a, as already shown here, there is a cornea. Cornea means what? The here this part is basically this one. The second layer of this structure is basically called a cornea. It is a kind of the place from by which the all the lights are get inside this all the light means observable lights will get inside the our eye. Now here there is a cornea, and there is a after that, at the back side of this cornea, there is a retina. That it is a small nerves of a layer which you can see here, which is behind the cornea. After that, it inclines the cornea, inclines the ciliary muscles, and these ciliary muscles are basically these are written here. These are the ciliary muscles. You can see here. These ciliary muscles are basically joined with there is a iris part. This part is blue part is iris part, and that blue part is and attached with this ciliary muscle. There is a caudal lens by which we can see the object. Now here this part is sclerotric, that is the hardest part of the upper layer, that is outer layer of the eye, by which the we have a different structure of the eye. This is called a sclerotric part of eye, and this sclerotric basically provides the structure to the eye, and it is the hardest part of the eye. Now, with that hardest part, there is a nerve system that is called a that is joined with the that our brain, and that is basically a optic nerve, and this is directly joined with the with our brain, and which provides the message to the mind, by which we can get the original image of an object. So these things are given here, which you have to understand. Now here the things are already given, that is the cornea. It is located at the front portion of the eye, transparent window. That is what I told you. The light which comes from the outside, means from the object, that directly goes to the cornea and bulges outward and responsible for the maximum refraction. And whatever the lights are not required to our eye, that already reflect from the means reflected from the cornea, and some part of that light which is required to make the image of an object is get refracted um, to the eye. That is the main portion, main function of cornea. There is a iris, as already told. Iris, it is a thin circular and color part of structure. It works like a shutter of the eye. Here, shutter of the eye. It controls the amount of light entering the eye. Whatever once the light get inside the cornea, all the lights are not required. Whatever the amount of light which required to make the image, that is basically um, get inside the lens, and that by which the image are formed. So it is a basically a kind of the part of eye which provides which is known as a shutter of eye, that provides the amount to get inside the eye. Now there is a pupil. This part is adjustable circular opening that is located at the center of the iris. There is a iris, as already told, and in iris, in between the iris, there is a pupil, and where the center of this part is basically the pupil is basically the center of the iris. Light enter into the eye through the pupil. Whatever the lights are coming, that get inside by the people. Now, when the light amount is high, iris contract and allows when the light, if the so much lights are come inside the cornea, what happen? The iris contract and allows the less light into the. At that time, the iris has a ability to contract, and with that contract, the less amount of light will get inside the eye. When the light amount is low, then dilates and allows more light. When these lights are non the required when the amount of light is not as much as required, then the iris will spread, expand the iris, and allow the maximum light to make the image formation. That's why this iris will contract at that time, and more expand at that time, and more and more lights are come. There is a lens. This lens is basically convex lens, and biconvex structure. That is what given here. That means the two surface of the lens, both the surface are convex surface. It present in behind the pupil. The size and thickness of that lens changes as per the distance of an object by the ciliary muscles. And there is a, as already told, there is a ciliary muscles, and that ciliary muscles, the lens are joined with the ciliary muscles. Whenever the maximum lights are required at that time, the lens also expand with the help of ciliary muscles, and there is a retina on which the image are formed. This is the part where the image are formed. So it is the about the different function of the different parts of the eye. There is a optic nerve, as already told. This optic nerve is basically whenever when the image are formed at the retina, and that after the formation of the image on the retina, this message sent to go through the optic nerve, and the optic nerve directly, since optic nerve directly involved attached with the brain, and this information are provided by optic nerve to mind, and by which the mind will observe the image of that object in a original form. And so this basically, as already, retina to brain, this is what I want to tell you here. Now there is a, on the behind the, there is a small region where the optic nerves and retina meet. In between that region, in between that region, optic nerve and retina, in between that region, there is a small spot, and that small spot is basically called as a blind spot, and it has a no sensory cell. Then that no image is formed at the spot on the retina, and hence no image is formed at this spot on the retina. That's why there is no image are formed at this point. What happened when if this is a very sensitive part, and whenever there is a some kind of the wound will take place at this particular spot, the people's or human beings blind for forever if that spots get wounded by any circumstances. It can never be seen. So it is a very sensitive part of the eye. Now it is all about the different parts of the eye, and what is the different function performed by these parts of the eye. Now it is all about the human eye structure and their function. Now what happened, how the human eye work. This is the not your part, but to make your more understanding, just whatever the rays are comes from the objects, then get passes through the cornea, and the cornea will allow the light to iris. Iris will provide the light get inside the lens, get and that lights that refract from the lens to the retina, by which the retina makes their image invert, and the size of, at the size of the object. Now, after this, there is a optic nerve. Optic nerve will play the important role to send a message to the brain, and brain will get that capture that information, and converted it into the original form of an object. So by this we can see any kind of the object by our eyes. So it is all about the human eye. This part is not given in your book, but just want to just if you want to study these point, you will be welcome. Otherwise, it is not your part. This the care of your eyes is important. It is the some general points which you have to understand. Now, this part which you have to not to study. Now, eyes are very important sense organ and they are sensitive tools, so it is necessary to proper care. Number one. Number two, if there is any problem, you should go to the eye specialist. Any kind of the too bright or too dim, if any kind of the circumstances arises by in your eye in this such at this in this way, then insufficient line causes eye strain because of any reason. There are the two possibility: either the too bright lights are coming or the too dim lights are found. That is the that provide the that provide basically the eye gets affected, and because of whenever this eye get affected, because of that there is a problem that is called the headache. Do not look at the sun or powerful light directly. This is the major important which you have to always remember in your mind. Now, never rub your eyes by your hand. That is the next point. And always read the book and newspaper at the normal distance from for your vision. What is your normal distance? At minimum 25 centimeter from your eyes. There is also a defect is also given. Just I want to tell you that when there is a myopia, this is not your in the syllabus, but just for your understanding I have given. But for making a notes, this point is not required. Now, what happened here? In case of myopia, there will be the we can see the distance thing. We can see the uh, far thing, but not able to. We can see the near thing, but not able to see the far things. But in case of hypermetropia, just reverse happened. We can not able to see the near thing, but able to see the far thing. And in case of contract, and there is a the person who will have get the age of 60 or less than 60, that means above 50, there is a chances of the person not able to see the neither the far thing nor the near things clearly, and that person considered as a contract kind of the defect in their eyes. So this is all about the some kind of the defect, small understanding which you have to understand what kind of the defects can be created. Now, this part is important. This is the part by which you can understand the rainbow. Now, this part I think we will discuss in the next class, and this is the last. This will be the last part. Uh, there is a two parts also remain: prism and formation of rainbow, by which you can, and there is a challenged um, person. I challenge person, we will talk about in the next classes these things. So what you have to do, again same things I am telling you. One thing is related to your kaleidoscope, which you have to understand what is the utility, and second thing which is the also related to human eye. If any problems, we you will have any kind of any problem related to this topic, you will then these question problem related to your topic, you can have a very welcome at the online classes. I will solve your problem at that time. So till the time, whatever the things I have discussed here, you make your notes, and so that when I will take a online class, then I will solve your the confusion problems. Till the time, wish you all the best for the coming days. Thank you for today's session.